Today on my channel, Planner Friends, is a flip through of my A5, which I have all set up and decorated. Sneak peek for spring. So I'm going to explain the techniques, explain what I did, and I'm also going to talk about what planning does for me. So please stay tuned. Hello planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for taking your time and spending it with me. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you my A5 for April, May, maybe even June that I set up. I did a poll on my channel in the community page, and I had 4 different planners. And this is the one that earned 46%, so it's the one I chose. I had picked it up on Amazon for a little over $24. If you're new, join us. Subscribe. If you're returning, thank you for being here. And yeah, I like to create beautiful spaces in my planning. So I'm just going to explain to you how I did this. And I'm also going to talk about some new techniques and what this does for me. So let's start off by saying I did not use the inserts that came with the planner. They're blue. I'm in these other inserts because I was using these are the planner I had started the year with, and I just kept them. I don't want to insert hop. I just want to use these up. So let me show you and explain some deco and how I did this and why I do this and so forth. So this is a new paper craft collection I purchased from Echo Park at quite a bargain. So I'm going to link that video, that haul video, for you below. So since this is blue, I thought I would pivot off the Our Story collection colors. I thought they worked. So over here, I just used some of these tags. Now, for those of you that are new, I'm writing articles, I'm writing children's books, I'm writing all the time. And so this collection reflects that. And then of course, there's also the colorways. These 2 tags I made myself, and this was more work than you might think. These are tags I have from Hobby Lobby. I just turned it over to use the white side. This is also a tag. I think this pack was from Recollection, so it must be from Michael's. Anyway, this one I covered obviously with the paper that I used here for the dashboard. This one I inked. Then what I did is I used stencils here. These kind of got mushed, but I left them. It's okay. They don't have to be perfect. So I inked this, and then I used the stencils. I used modeling paste, and I used the stencil, and I need to get some tools. Okay, these are still, I have extras on my desk here. Plastic forks, and then I used a Q-tip that I broke in half. I don't have paintbrushes to drip. So I used a Q-tip, I broke it in half, and then I dipped the different halves into these colors. So in this one, I used the pink. On that one, I used a blue. I only have 2 tubes of acrylic paint, which is also on my list now. And I just dotted. So this one is just the paper. I glued it on, I dotted it. And then on this one, I inked it and I dotted it. Then I stenciled. Actually, I stenciled first, then I dotted. And this is okay. It's a little, I'm learning as I go, and I'm teaching you as I go. This is an element from the collection. This is an old, I have like 2 more of these. These are from Recollections. And so I thought I glued it on here with the double-sided tape. I thought it worked perfectly in here, and I just think it looks great. Butterflies are a motif for me, so yeah, and I thought that's cute there. And I like this. I decided to just take some paper and put it here, and then I cut these, and I just stuck these in here, so you see these 3. This I had picked up independently, and then I was like, no, I'll use that too. So that's this side. This is an old Cocoa Daisy clip. I think this is an old Cocoa Daisy clip too. They went with this, so yeah. This is the acetate that came with the other planner. Again, I left the inserts for this planner packed up. I was like, okay. Then what I did here is I wanted to create, and I wanted to do something a little different. So I used the modeling paste and stencils. So when I put them down, I, used my plastic knife. Like I said, I need some tools. And I did this stencil down here and this one up here. You can see this one got a little gummy, if you will. But I'm okay because I'm learning. Then I'd seen this on Instagram from, I forget which crafter. But instead of taking the paint, which is what I did in the Erin Condren planner, my faith planner, and mixing it with the modeling paste, I just put it down white. Then I took my daubers, so these, and I used inks that I had. This is like a mulberry, and this is why I did this off camera. I did it slowly and carefully, and I just put the dauber on, I put the ink on, and then I carefully stamped the ink over the modeling paste, and I think it looks really cool. I love it. I love how it came out. Even if these are a little puffy and wonky, again, I need better tools. Then what I did is once I got those on and I saw it worked, I was like, okay. I took the dauber again in the mulberry, again, something I saw on Instagram, and I just edged, you can see it on the edge here, both edges, and I added that in. I really like that technique. I'd like to get some vintage inks. They have, I don't know, linen, tattoo rose, distress oxide makes a lot of cool inks that I'm starting a list. Long story short. I also took this darker blue. I wasn't sure what elements I was going to put on here, but I wanted to have a little ink behind there too to frame it or to add to it. I love how it came out. I'm thrilled. I'm happy. And again, because I'm writing, I thought this was a really good thing to put here, and the pen and pencil and the clip, and it works, right? I'm really thrilled. And I think this paper, like it all ties together nicely. And I feel that thanks to this channel, I am definitely growing in my creativity. Now I'm going to show you a mistake I made because I'm transparent. This is upside down. When I cut this originally, I guess I had done it the other way. And when I was putting it in here, I flipped it because I felt like this edge was more straight than my cutting. Well, it didn't occur to me to look at the back, and so the flowers are faced upside down. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sweat this. What I did is I took two doilies. You can see there's one here underneath and one there. I inked them again with the mulberry. And then I just put this card here because again, this card is reflective of what I'm doing. It kind of detracts from the fact this is upside down, but it works. This was a last minute. And honestly, I was originally intending to use it on here, and I'm glad I didn't. I felt like this color and this black it fell short for me. So I decided to put this little card in here, and I think it all works well together. So then I have here, so this is from the other planner. I used the same paper here, and you can see I did that edging technique with the dauber. And I just went around and edged it all. Now, what I did originally is I used stamps. I have some alphabet stamps. These are still drying in there. These are from Pop Shelf. You can probably find them at Dollar Tree. They're not great. I'm going to be honest. They're not great. And whether it was them or me, it was wonky. So I had stamped my phrase for the year is walk in light. So I thought, I'll stamp, and then use stickers. Well, I stamped, and you can even see some of the residual from that stamp. And then I thought, they look so bad. So I went through my sticker books, and in this collection, they have some really pretty letters. So I use these instead for these, and these are just from the Happy Planner book. And I put this card in here. I like how this turned out. So needless to say then, the other side is this stripe again. So you can see I made really good use of this paper, right, again and again. Then I just took some of these cards here and I just plunked them down, and I thought, nice. I really like this space. I'm tempted to create some kind of pocket in here, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with that, so I didn't. So that's this little, my phrase of the year, walk in light. And then this little note to self, beautiful days and noteworthy. I just think, and again, this all ties in with the front. I did set up the monthly and my habit tracking. So I have done that. Got some gunk on here. So I always color code my habit tracking. Crafting, baking has become some form of self-care for me. Facials, reading, exercise, and hair care. So this is all set. These numbers are from a happy planner pack of days and numbers and days. I did set this up, but I haven't obviously written anything in it. And so usually what I do in this space is quotes, inspiration, things that'll make me filled with joy, if you will. I did decorate already. I took this out of my other planner. I've already put it in here. I went back into this wildflower sticker book from Simple Stories I picked up. It's a collaboration with my Mind's Eye, and I decorated, and for once I put these here over the days, and I like how that turned out. I used some of the washi strips. Butterflies are always my thing, and I thought that this color scheme worked so well with the planner, and that I went ahead and I decorated 2 weeks worth. Aren't these cute? I didn't know where I was going to use them, and then voila, I used them. So I'm happy with how this has turned out. I only did the first 2 weeks. Oh, and these are from this sticker pack, which is what I used for the monthly too. I like this a lot. It has so many different color schemes, types. I used hearts for February. I like these too because it's a full circle, like the little suns. I don't know. I just think this is a great little pack here. Okay. So I haven't finished decorating for the month, but I think these certainly came out nicely. So we go through my inserts, and then boom, we come to this section, and I have this little pocket here, and I loved this one so much. It's what I'm doing, telling stories, just as a divider, and it's just happy for me. And then I also love this one, all stories big and small. Now I've intermittently used the back here. I have dot grid paper in here. I've used it for meal planning and fitness tracking, and then I do meal plan, but I wasn't doing it in here. I do fitness and I wasn't taking the time to write it down. So I've rethought this space. First off, I like this paper. This is again from the same pack, and this side I haven't fully finished. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with it. I love gingham. Excuse me, I love gingham. Let's try that again. And I just left this blank here. Then I flipped it, and so I put this here for this section. Now you'll notice there's nothing here. I'll explain that. And then the other side is this. So I like having sections in the back. So what am I going to do if I'm not meal planning, I'm not fitness tracking? What am I going to do here? First off, I would like to keep a list of projects, like things I need for my craft room, things I want to do, new techniques. I think this will be crafty spaces and places in here. So that's what I intend to do here. Now, with this section, I don't have them in yet. I went on Amazon and ordered checklists. So I ordered insert checklists. They're perforated so you can pull them off. So there's 2 checklists on each side, like 2 lists, and then you can rip it out. That's what I ordered for here because I thought to myself, sometimes I need to remind myself of tasks. For example, if I'm going to do something in the house, what are the steps? What do I need? What do I need to buy? What do I need? And so I think the checklists are going to be really great back here. I can put them in a short once I receive them. I just wanted to get this up and out there. I did bring over these stickers from the other planner. These are the beautiful, I don't know, they're one of the old Carpe Diem stickers that go with the inserts. And then I have my folder here, and I have my page lifter here. I do keep this for notes, and I have this little card from an exhibit I went to many years ago in Philadelphia, just to keep me grounded, remind me of my mentor. So here we have it, and I love it. I love the colors. Isn't this like, boom, spring has sprung? I love this space. I'm happy. I'm also glad I was able to do it off camera. Again, I think I'm going to add to this. I'm not sure yet. But I'm glad I did it off camera, because all the measuring and all the cutting, and I just wanted to do it in a way that just left me, yeah, I had no pressure. Boy, when I tell you I took my time on this, and all the modeling paste and the filling in the future, I can show you again how I've done that. But I needed to try it myself off camera and have the time and space to put into it. And I'm so glad I did. So that is my binder, my A5, ready for the spring, and I'm thrilled with it. Isn't this pretty too? I love this collection. It's, again, Our Story from Echo Park, and it's just a wonderful, cheerful, happy space. As always, I want to inspire you in your own life, in your own creativity. And really quickly before I go, a few things I wanted to mention. This is a cheerful space, and it's encouraging me to spend more time crafting. This may not look like a lot, but these took some time to do. And the same with this dashboard. And I'm trying new techniques. I'm learning new things. And for that alone, I love the planning, the creativity, the fun. But I also want to tell you a few quick things. I'm just going to flip through again. It helps me to organize my time. It helps me to organize my tasks. Things don't fall through the cracks. This is my home catch-all planner, so I use it for inspiration, but I use it to make sure I'm on track. It also is teaching me the value of my time. What is your time worth? How do you budget your time? And in that, I have time for the things I love to do then. I have less anxiety with life, and I just feel this is, by creating these spaces and indulging in this, I'm spending far less time consuming media passively and doing things that don't enrich my life. And so part of the back here is to even do better. I would have the fitness and meal planning, and I would fall off. Now I'm going to use these more purposefully and hopefully more organized, get me more organized even yet still. And that takes back my time, because I'm not spending it looking for things or wondering. And this process has given me so much, and I just want to share that with you on my channel and to encourage you in your own creative spaces. So thanks, planner friends, for being here. I hope you have a blessed week. For those of us who are Christian, who are celebrating it, let's have a blessed Holy Week, friends. Bye, planner friends.